Hello everyone, Rare Model Reviews here, and today we have a nice premium unboxing. So today we'll actually be looking at, I'm sure you know from the title by now, the Real Grade Phenex narrative version. Now, I actually pre-ordered this about a few months ago, and it's kind of funny, this actually would have been more of a standard mystery box video, but P-Bandai has kind of this strange process here where if the items aren't going to ship during the same month as each other, they actually make you order them separately. So unfortunately, I was going to get at least a couple other kits with this, that being the Linware. It's a build version of the Bowel kind of mixed with Zeta. And I was thinking about getting a one of the mission packs for the F90, even though I don't have one, as well as something called a Jin Gladiator type, but I was kind of on a fence on getting that thing, and I kind of told myself, you know what, if I'm on a fence about it, I probably shouldn't get it, so I didn't. And I actually had a pretty big window to get it, but again, I just didn't bother getting it. And unfortunately, by the time I did end up saying, you know what, I'm gonna go get those kits anyway, they sold out. So it's no big deal. I'm sure they'll pop up again, and when they do, I'll pick them up. So straight out of the box here, well, for starters, I wanted to say this box is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. But yeah, with this being the Phenex, it of course is plated in gold. And of course, it is a Real Grade and a P-Bandai one at that, so, you know. You expect it to be a nice chrome plate and gold here, and it is. It's funny, too. This thing actually kind of looks better on the camera than it is in person. I'm guessing it's kind of lighting from it. Then again, I'm kind of doing this review, just the shades on my window here pulled to the side, so I don't have actual, like, my lights turned on and whatnot. But let me take a bigger look. I'm pretty sure this thing is undergated. Looks like it is here from what I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys can quite make that out. So I'm going to be very careful with this thing. Oh, actually this side right here doesn't look too undergated. You see that 1 and 2 point. Hopefully it's not a big deal. But for those of you who do not know, this of course being a P-Bandai kit for starters, generally these are always, or should I say almost always, another kit, but they make a few tweaks and modification to it to make it into something different. So this of course would be the Unicorn Gundam, the Real Grade Unicorn Gundam at that, but they played it in gold and swapped out a few things to make it the Phenex. Now, you see this these little cords there. Those are going to be for the little tail type things on the back. Those there. So, I'm pretty sure they're going to have some pieces kind of going over them. Kind of like they do with the a lot of the Zakus and whatnot. And that, of course, is going to allow those little tails to have some posability to them. They have a nice blue beam sabers there. And I just love when they use different colored beam sabers other than pink for their suits and kits. It helps break up the monotony of everything basically having the same type of color schemes and whatnot. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is that I did build the Master Grade Unicorn. I actually showed it off a few times in some of my reviews. It's actually a very weird colored decal sheet. Usually it's like a blue bag, but anyway. So, me having experience building the Master Grade and going to the Real Grade, I actually can definitely say there are some similarities to the Master Grade's construction, which isn't a bad thing. As the Master Grade, it wasn't awful It did leave a bit to be desired, but overall, I still think it did some things good and whatnot. I mean, the Master Grade was originally a Vercon kit, but they kind of like reimagined it around the time the OVA came out and tweaked it up a little bit. So, and I've already seen other people's reviews, of course, so I can already probably pretty much confirm this, but they kind of were able to once again take some of the flaws from the Master Grade and this time completely fix them, and then being able to do it in a small scale where this thing is going to have a full transformation and whatnot. You know, it's very incredible. And again, it's just a testament to how amazing the Real Grade line is. Like, it's come a long way. For those of you who do not know, I actually did get the first Real Grade, the original Gundam. And although I was impressed by it, again, it was the first run of the Real Grade line, like the very first release. So of course it was a little rough around the edges. But me, whenever I see something, you know, new and innovative, I play around with it a lot. And I honestly kind of wore that thing down to the point that a lot of pieces don't really fit quite right and whatnot. And honestly, I don't want to say it turned me off from the line. I was a bit of a 1 of 100 guy anyway, but basically I didn't really feel much motivation to pick up anything else. But that is until now. Originally I planned on getting the Phenex here in a Master Grade scale, but I decided to actually go on ahead and get the Real Grade one. And that's partially because I don't know what it is with Bandai lately. They've been a little off the game when it comes to making sure at least the lead Gundams from their releases get Master Grades. And the narrative Gundam as of now still is not does not have a Master Grade release. So the only way to get that thing is through the high grade line. So I figure if I'm gonna kind of lose my patience and eventually get the narrative Gundam anyway, I might as well get something of the same size to post it beside. And the Real Grade, it's not a bad trade down, as these things are pretty much mini Master Grades anyway. I'm sure you guys noticed from the fact this thing has a fully functional inner frame and whatnot. But that's one of the things that always were pretty cool about Real Grade, just the fact that like a lot of things is like it's the frame completely built on the runner. You just kind of cut it out and put parts around it and whatnot. So it's definitely good to get into another Real Grade again, because of course technically this is my third Real Grade, well, fourth Real Grade I ever bought, but this is the second Real Grade Gundam I'll be adding to my collection here. So I can't say that the Real Grade God Gundam definitely has my intrigue, and I am certainly going to pick that thing up later on down the line. I'm more so waiting for it to just be released, not under the pre-order. As the last time I pre-ordered so it was off the USA Gundam store, and I'm not gonna lie, I was not much of a fan of how long it took for it to get, as there are other sites that got theirs first. But maybe next time I see something on pre-order, I'll try another site, because I'm not gonna lie, how much I love them, they kind of turned me off of some of the pre-orders I had, releasing a lot later than I was expecting. But regardless, like I said, I'll end up getting the Burning Gundam, or sorry, God Gundam for you standard fans. I know most people probably call it the God Gundam, not the Burning Gundam. Again, I grew up in America, so we knew it as the Burning Gundam. Yep. So just looking at this thing, you know, a lot of the construction does look similar to the Master Grade, the transformation, all that. And I'm just really hoping this is going to be a fun build, and this thing is not going to be a bit of a brick like the Master Grade is. Sooner or later, I will end up reviewing the Master Grade. I'll have to definitely do like kind of a practice review of it first to see if it's even possible for me to do it in a timely fashion. It's going to take way over 15 minutes. I'll probably end up skipping it I like to keep my reviews around 15 minutes if possible, but we'll see. So I actually am going to end up building this guy here first. He's actually kind of next on the list here, but after I build this guy, which I doubt will take very long, so this thing builds anything like the Calamity. How big it is, it's just more so the size than the amount of parts in there or whatever. So I'll end up building a Raider, then this guy, and I'll probably go ahead and put out a review for each of them straight away. But alas, this is Rare Model Reviews. I thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned, because again, I have a lot more P-Bandai kits coming in, so definitely take a look out for my mystery boxes, or even the boxes period, as this is where things start to get really interesting again with my unboxings here and whatnot, because I have a few kits coming in that definitely make me live up to my name here of being a rare model reviewer here. So you guys definitely don't want to miss what I have in store for you guys soon, especially later into this year and into the early months of 2023. That's when, like I said, I'm gonna have some nice juicy kits coming out that I think you guys definitely gonna check out, and some things that may not be Gundam, but I still, once again, thank you guys for gonna enjoy what's coming up. So take care, you guys.